Can someone tell me why applying to jobs is so discouraging? I don't even know what to do with myself at this point besides wait to get my Pilates certification and start teaching in July, because I feel like none of these jobs are real. I feel like they're all just fake jobs, and I'm really getting sick of it. So recruiters don't respond. Hiring managers don't respond. I can only tweak my resume and redo it and tailor it to jobs so many times. And I think I might be done with corporate America. I think I'm going to have to hustle another way. And I know there's jobs out there because I see people on LinkedIn starting new jobs. They gotta be somewhere, right? Who are these hiring managers? How are you getting these jobs? If you have tips, please, I'm open, because I have a lot of experience and I've been in the corporate world for a long time and I haven't even gotten one interview. I worked in New York City for nearly a decade. It's been 6 months since I lost my job. So it's not like it's only been a month. It's been a long ass time. Anyway, I know I'm not alone here. I know a lot of people are also going through this. So any advice that you found helpful to at least land you an interview, I would love to hear. I would love to know. I'm gonna fucking crash the fuck out. I can't tell you. I was looking for a job right now. I literally have your sympathy. It took me forever to find the job that I have. I was working at McDonald's in December. Then I found this job, other restaurant, local family business. Things were going good. I was working 4 days a week, 6 hours a day. Oh, and then they all of a sudden want to hire someone else to do my position, so they have two different people doing my position, and then they want to start cutting my fucking hours. Can't deal with this shit right now. I only get paid $14.70 at this job. First of all, because the minimum wage in my state is $15. Even that is way too fucking low for this fucking economy. Second of all, they were giving us tips when I first worked there. I was getting $60 a month in tips. That's not a lot, but it's still a good amount. They stopped giving us tips a couple months ago. Bitch, I said, where are my tips? Probably going into the fucking medical bills or fucking, I don't know, because they're fucking going broke from this business. Okay, y'all are in your 60s. I don't even know how long. Y'all need to just give up on this. Y'all need to just retire at this point, okay? So now they want to cut my hours? Bitch, I gotta pay rent. I gotta buy food. I got shit to pay for it. I'm 18, bro. I'm 18. My last paycheck was $300. $300? That's nothing. So now I'm trying to find a new fucking job and I can't. There's no one's fucking hiring. The job market is fucking ass cheeks. The house market is fucking ass cheeks because we're trying to sell a fucking house. We can't afford it. My mom lost her job. She doesn't have a job. We don't have any money, so we got to sell the fucking house. Or the mortgage is going to get taken away. We're gonna be homeless. Okay, rambling, but I'm really mad. And because my manager texted me this morning. I didn't go to work yesterday. I had my graduation. I didn't work last Monday. It was Memorial Day. We get holidays off. They have sent me home 3 times in the past 2 weeks. And she texted me this morning, actually, can you not come in? We don't really have the money. Bitch! Then why'd you hire the fucking person to do my job? You only needed one person. You could have kept me. I wouldn't have to be leaving. You wouldn't have to be sending. I want to try to do pet sitting. I don't have a car though. My only transportation is the light rail, so I have to find places I can access to that. But fucking Wag and Rover want to charge a $50 fee to become a sitter. Bitch, does it look like I have $50 right now? I know, does it look like I have 50? Does it look like I have $50 right now? I literally have 0. You see this? 0. Can someone crash out with me? Because what the fuck?
If you got a job, keep your job. Do not quit or leave that job. I don't give a fuck how much you dislike it and hate it. You will be out of a job for so long, my boy. I'm not joking. I lost my job and I just got a job within a month, but that's because I took some motherfucking grinding, okay? I was outside giving out resumes, applying online, calling people, all types of shit. I put in 600 applications and I only got 3 interviews in the last 3 weeks. So please keep your job. I'll finally start a new job tomorrow. Blessings be to God. I've been praying on that shit every day for the last 3 weeks. Get up. You gotta have to put a lot of work in, but trust me, keep your job, bro, because you will be out here struggling looking for some shit.
So I just got another rejection letter. But this one was even better than the other ones I've gotten because I received 2 from the same company. Yeah, I had a a Zoom interview about a month ago, or I had a phone interview from the recruiter, and then she was like, you sound great for this role. I'm gonna put you right in touch with the hiring managers. I had a Zoom with the hiring managers, 3 other managers. The interview went so well. I thought in my head, I thought I aced it. I'm easily getting this job offer. I had another interview too, which I also thought I was getting that job offer, but both of them I didn't get the job offers for. No. So that one in particular, the recruiter reached out and said, hey, we decided that they're not going to move forward with you. But she's like, but we have this other position opening up that I want you to apply for because I think it might be a better fit and they pay a little bit more. I was like, okay, cool. Why didn't they hire me? What happened? What was wrong? She was like, oh, well, you refer to old people or older people, like when you were talking about your experience, as old people. I was like, okay, nitpicky, but okay, I get it. And then she was like, yeah, and they said that you were drinking, you were taking too many sips of your water, and it looked like you were a little bit comfortable, or maybe a little nervous. I was like, okay, that's interesting. I can't take a sip of my water, and I swear to God, I took like 2 sips of my water during the entire hour-long interview. So okay, fine. So I'm like, you know what, fine, it's okay. They want me for this other role. So I studied up on this role, I had my questions ready. This was an in-person interview, so it was my time to shine, be very present. And I looked good, I smelled good, I was very friendly to the people. It was a very nice conversational interview. They asked me a bunch of situational questions. I can answer situational questions because I have experience. The companies I'm applying for, it's the same exact customer service roles I'm already working at. I work customer service and finance. This is customer service and financial tech. Same fucking shit. Okay? And I have prior experience as a service advisor and as an operations manager. Like, I have so much experience. So it just pisses me the fuck off that I'm not getting selected past this stage. And I thought that went really well. I was like, I'm getting that job. Like, I'm getting it. Like, I was like, I'm getting it easily. No. I get a thing about 5 minutes ago, an email saying thanks. And once I thought the thanks, I was like, yeah, fuck everybody. Thanks, but the 2 hiring managers decided to move on with other candidates. Sorry. We wish you luck in continuing your job search. What the fuck? Like, you're playing in my fucking face right now. Nothing went wrong in the interview, actually. And I'm very conversational and personable. Like, what did they see in other people that they didn't see in me? Because I have experience. It's just like, is it because I'm black? Because I can't think of anything else. Because what do you mean saying old and drinking my water as reasons that you didn't hire me? What the fuck? Like, the rest of the interview, I'm answering all your questions. I'm asking you questions about the job. I'm asking you, what does success look like? What are the biggest challenges? What does the onboarding process look like? What is the team dynamic? I'm asking you questions, and I'm giving you great answers, but you're focusing on 2 fucking things that don't mean anything. And I bet for this other interview I just had, which was in person, it was probably some shit like that. Because this is an entry-level role. I have experience already. You're not hiring people that are kind of more qualified than me. You're not, unless they already work in the fucking company. They don't. So it just pisses me off because I'm just like, you are playing in my face. Like, the job market is fucking shit and y'all are playing in my face, and it just pisses me off because I really was like, I got this in the bag. Now, mind you, I got another rejection this morning. From a company I thought I nailed the interview for. I had this interview about 2 weeks ago, and I spoke on the phone. She was like, "Oh my God, you sound so great. I'm gonna send you to our hiring manager." And I got a Zoom. Then, like 2 days after, the Zoom was great. I thought it was great. And then she was like, "Okay, you'll hear the next steps within 24 to 48 hours." A whole fucking week goes by, and I didn't hear anything. So I sent a message because I'm like, I haven't heard anything in like 7 days. I hope, I'm still being considered for this position. And they were like, she finally got back to me today, and she was like, yeah, sorry, they decided to move on with another candidate for that. Gave me no reason why. I didn't I'm so qualified for that role. I'm like, I don't know why you didn't move on with me. Okay, I thought I nailed that interview, which I did. But she was like, we have another position opening up. We want you to speak with the recruiter for that role. And so now I'm gonna have to do this whole process again, probably to get the same result. Wish me luck, because this is fucking awful. And I feel like the reason I'm not being selected is for something I can't actually change. And then it's gonna force me to settle for a position that I don't fucking want, which I will not do. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I'm a recent college grad looking for a job, and today I learned that not only are we competing with all of the people last year who couldn't get jobs, we are also competing with people who are currently working in entry-level jobs and looking to switch companies because their companies aren't promoting them because the market is so bad. A recruiter I just got off the phone with told me that I'm going up against someone who has 2 years of postgraduate full-time work experience, and I just don't know how I'm supposed to compete with that.
It's been over a month and a half probably, since I came back from Thailand, and I'm still looking for a job. I applied to 11 jobs online. 11. 11 jobs. Not a single acceptance. Not a single. Sorry. Your days. Sorry this. Sorry that. I called people I know. Yeah? Yo, can you find me a job? Can I maybe work for you? You can pay me less. Pay me less than the national minimum wage. Can I just work for you? I want to be employed. I want to have a job. No. They're either full the days I can do, which is Monday to Friday. No. I've got memberships to pay. I've got dates I want to go on. I've got holidays that I want to go on. But I've got no money. I've got no job. I'm trying to get a job. I'm trying to enjoy my life here with the money I'm going to earn. I want to earn my money because TikTok's not paying me enough. But the UK job market is so cheeks. Nobody's hiring. Oh, you gotta be 18 plus. You can't be 17. Insurance policy. Blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, where else am I meant to work? How am I gonna get money, yeah? My parents ain't gonna give me anything. Like, bro, try to ask him for a $5. Nah, mate. Get your own money. Like, bro,
finding a job nowadays is so fucking cooked. Like, I swear. Hold on, wait, let me fix my camera. Hold on. Wait, what? It's not. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Damn, fuck. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. There we go. Fuck, okay, hold on. Okay, fuck. Okay, hold on. Is that... Nah, I don't like it like that. Okay, hold on. Fuck, never mind, that's not gonna work. Okay, hold on. No, fuck. Right there? No. Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. Fuck. Okay, hold on. And there's no time for video. Okay, fuck this.
No, but for real, can we talk about what the fuck is going on right now with this fuck-ass job market? I have been applying to fucking 30 to 40 jobs every single fucking day. And just last week, I had 2 interviews. Just 2 out of the hundreds of applications that I've submitted. And these fuck-ass interviews, yeah, they're not good. And then they hit you back with these fuck-ass emails saying, we've decided to move in a different direction. What direction is that, bitch? I need a job. Somebody told me that they're using like AI or something to determine like certain criteria based off keywords or some shit like that. And if that's the fucking case, count your fucking days, AI. So yeah, I hope I'm not the only one that's going through this shit because I am fucking fed up, tired, annoyed. I have a bachelor's degree and I'm getting my master's right now. Is this what I have to fucking look forward to when I graduate with a master's? I need a fucking drink.
Y'all, I feel like I need to start being a job reference for people for like $30. Like, I've been getting a lot of requests lately. Like, hey, can you be a reference for me? Like, I used to be a store manager at Dairy Queen, so I get a lot of like former employees that text me like, hey, I put you down as a reference. Maybe for random people, I'm not saying like my former employees, I'm saying for random people, I could like be a reference for randos and charge them like $30 a listing or something like that. Like, I could just be a random job reference for people. I feel like that would be a good business to get into.
Man, I don't see how y'all motherfuckers with no job like this shit. Like having no job, boy, I be bored as fuck. What the fuck? Man, hell no, I can't be doing this shit, bro. I was already bored at home, goddamn. I had to get out the house. Get some goddamn fresh shit and shit, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all motherfuckers with no job like this shit, bro. I can't do this shit. Hell no. Fuck that, bro. I gotta be doing something. Had to go take me a little walkie walk, you feel what I'm saying? I can't just be at home, bro. I gotta be doing something, bro. Fuck all that. Hey, you talking about?
So I don't know if other people experience this, but every time I apply, okay, so I have a weird name. My name is Taffany. It's like Daphne, but with a T. It's T-A-F-N-E. And every time I apply somewhere, I get rejected so quick. I don't know if it's the job market or if it's my name, but, you know, I did like a little experiment where I changed the name to Kaylee Weaver instead of Taffany Lopez. And tell me why I received a call. Like, they left me a voicemail, and I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be working there if they called Kaylee Weaver and not Taffany Lopez. But maybe I'm just tripping. I don't know. Let me know if anyone else has experienced this. But yeah.
So, the 2025 job market sucks. Everyone knows that. But I wanted to know, and I wanted to ask people, since everyone is having such a hard time looking for their next employment or for their next job, how long did it actually take you to land that next role? Because I've been applying since December of last year, so December of 2024, and even though I have had several interviews, I still do not have an offer. And I really never experienced such difficulty finding full-time employment or employment at all through my professional career. So just let me know, for people in New York City, how long did it take you before you landed your next role?
I want to quit my serving job so bad, okay? But then I get on this app, and every single day there are people being like, I just got laid off. Well, didn't see that coming. They just laid off half the company. Or I've been unemployed for 3 months. I've sent out thousands of job applications, been through dozens of interviews, or I can't even get an interview. I've been unemployed for months. And I'm always like, fuck, I guess I live to see another shift. But I really, it's like sucking the life out of me, the soul. Like I don't know what to do. Because I can't be unemployed, but I also like literally can't do this anymore. Like if you work in the service industry, then you know that like it gets to a point where you're like, if I don't take a break, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna end up in somebody's viral video online because it just sucks so bad. But I don't know what to do, because I also don't think that I could get a job in the corporate world, because apparently people who have experience in the corporate world can't even get jobs there. So, anyways, I live to see another shift. I'll be there tonight, 3:15.
If I apply for another job that requires me to answer a personality-driven quiz with a sliding scale ranging from strongly agree to strongly disagree, that's around 60 questions long before you even give me an interview, I'm just going to start signing your email and phone number up for Scientology. 'Cause what the fuck? Why are you making me answer this? Why are you making me answer cult tactic ass questions about my personality? I'm sorry, I didn't know you were fucking BuzzFeed. Yeah, let the Jehovah's Witnesses deal with you next. I'm not the one.
I keep seeing videos about the current job market and how horrible it is, and as someone who's retiring early, I want to give you guys a little bit of advice and tips and resources to help you on your job search. Before I started my own business, I was working 3 or 4 jobs, just trying to make ends meet. It was tough, so I definitely understand. And I've been trying to phase out my interns and my staff over the last few years because they know I'm retiring. It has taken 4 years to place all of them, just from me, word of mouth, saying, hey, I have amazing people, I want to place them. Even them putting an application, one of my staff put in over 2,000 applications and never heard back. The last 6 months, I really wanted to see how hard it was, and I said, hey, here's my resume, I'm overqualified, I have a BA, I have an MA, and an MBA all in the music business. I've been doing this for over 15 years. I've sold hundreds of millions of records for my artists. I have pretty good credits, right? Nobody responded. Nobody. It is honestly terrifying, and I said, apply for jobs entry level all the way to the top. Nobody responded. I'm like, if I'm not getting a response, That means probably no one else is, and I feel for you guys, so here's some resources. If you're in the music industry, there is a group, I'll put it on the screen right at the end, GBTRS on Facebook for women. There's a group called the Music Industry Career Networking Group. There's also one called the Music Career Board, or Music Industry Career Board. I'll look it up and then I'll put it on the screen at the end. And then there's a few other groups that I'm going to find and I'll show you. Some people I have referred to that group have found success. There are also a lot of internship programs this summer at different record labels that I would recommend. You know, I don't really like record labels, but it's a really good way to get your foot in the door and understand and start your own business from the ground up. I also have a bunch of free articles on my website at the link in bio, totally free to help you help you register your music and more knowledge about the music industry and the music business. Also, I want to say, we have an album coming out. We spent a lot of money. We're also going to be doing a lot of contests. We're going to be spending about $1,000, $2,000 on the contest. So anyone can do it, which is great. We're going to be giving away $1,000 or I think $2,000 total to people to help promote the album. All you got to do is just say, hey, here's the album. It's coming out. Very simple. Anyone can do it because we do want to give back and we understand how hard it is. So I feel for you. And if you guys are looking for jobs, just put it in the comments below and I will type out the groups and I'll help you as much as I can. But it's going to be okay. It's a really tough world right now, and I'm very concerned. So I'm here to help you guys. And here's the screen. Here it is. So here are the groups that are on Facebook. GBTRS is mainly for women. Music Industry Career Networking Group and Music Industry Career Board are all really great, even for part-time. I've actually found some interns in there, real, legitimate groups where you can make money, help get your foot into the music industry, and just check them out. Totally free to do so. So have a great night, everyone.
I really feel like I'm never gonna get a job again. Like, I'm so scared because, like, I have been unemployed for 3 months. I'm not eligible for unemployment because I just moved here. I am so stressed out. Like, this has never happened to me before. Like, I've always had a job. Like, I was an honor student, like 3rd in my class, so successful in high school and college. And I have a bachelor's degree in poli-sci. I have 2 years of experience in mental health. I'm a great worker. I'm so organized, but nobody will even give me an interview. And I was crying on the phone with my mom because I was like, what if I literally can't find a job? Like, I've been applying for months. Like, I literally can't find anything. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, am I just gonna live with my parents for the rest of my life? Because, like, I'm not kidding you, I literally cannot get an interview anywhere. And I have applied to hundreds, if not thousands of jobs in the past few months. I literally don't know what to do. Like, I'm genuinely so scared. Like, I really am terrified. Like, I don't know what is happening in the world right now, but, like, I am a good candidate. I don't know what's happening.
Is it me, or is the job market hard for everybody at this moment? Like, there's so many people talking about, they can't find work, or, they're applying, nobody's hiring. I don't understand. Like, I feel like it's a lot of people. You listen, because I thought I seen a spider. This video is about to be over. Anyway, because that almost took me out. But, yeah, I just feel like I don't understand. I feel like a lot of people are doing the whole social media thing. So, like, where the jobs at? Is it just me, or I don't get it?
I just got a job offer. I have been unemployed since mid-March. It is now June, and I officially just got a job offer. I'm literally, as we speak, reading the benefits, reading about everything. This is insane. I've been vlogging every single day since I've been unemployed. I'm in the 70s digits now. I know there's others that are less digits, higher digits. We're all out here. It's honestly wild. This company is hybrid, which I have not been in office since COVID, and it's something that I'm wanting to kind of branch myself out and try something new. So I was looking for more hybrid roles. As an account manager role at a company that's about 30 minutes away, which is great, 3 times in office. Really flexible, really nice people. We'll see what's to come next. We will still keep vlogging. It's obviously going to be a different style as we're preparing to start a job really, really soon, like this month. Thank you all for joining me on my unemployed journey. And if you're on the journey, know it will be coming to an end, hopefully soon for you as well. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.
Is anyone else extremely burnt out from applying to jobs? When I tell you I have applied to over 100 jobs and almost all of them have gotten denied. Or when I see a job listing, whether it's on LinkedIn or Indeed, I see that like over 500 different people have already applied. Now, don't get me wrong, I know my skill set and I know what I can bring to the table. However, I don't think that jobs are actually using the same methods as they used to. A little birdie told me that jobs are now using AI to read your resumes or whatever. I honestly don't like that idea. I really think that's dangerous. One, because AI can make mistakes. Two, it's only looking for specific things that the job is listed and told it to look for. If you've ever used ChatGPT, it's never right. Okay, I take that back. It's always right, but sometimes it makes mistakes and it's very, very vague. Honestly, separating one candidate from another based on a couple of words, it doesn't make sense to me. On top of that, every job is laying off. No one wants to hire. Now, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of jobs out there. And there's nothing wrong with working at certain places. I am currently working at a job which I don't like. I'm gonna have to toughen it out and power through it. But in order to find the job that you actually want or that you've gone to school in, is damn nearly impossible right now in this economy. What do you guys think the problem is? Do you think there's ever going to be a solution? Comment below.
This job market. I hate to be the one to mention the job market because unless you've been living under a rock, we're all aware that this job market has just been absolutely brutal. But I have finally gone to experience what the job market is currently like as of May 2024, but on the other side, as someone part of a company that was hiring. I've been working at my current marketing agency for a little over 3 years, and the last time we did a round of hiring was 2 years ago in 2022, which isn't that long ago, but there are some noticeable differences from hiring then versus hiring now. And let me just say, if you are a new grad in 2024, even the 2023 graduates, I feel so bad for you. I'm sending you all my best energy because seeing this firsthand, it is fucking brutal. Now, things might be working differently in other industries. I am not a recruiter. I work in a marketing agency, not even on the HR team. I work on the data analytics side. So the fact that I'm noticing some of these changes being on the data side, watching the hiring process is kind of a big deal. So when I found out my agency was hiring, I knew immediately that it was going to be easy to hire for these roles because it's an employer's market. There are way more qualified candidates looking for jobs than jobs available. But I truly did not expect it to go this fast. These job postings went live only 2.5 weeks ago, and as of right now, there are several candidates for each available role already in final round interviews. So most likely these roles will all be filled by Friday this week. I mean, even within the first hour of these job postings going live, the sheer amount of applicants who applied was absolutely insane. But what I find interesting is that every single candidate in a final round interview right now, from what I've seen, is a referral. Whether they're a close friend or a LinkedIn connection, or I've even had so many talented candidates reach out to me through my social medias asking for career advice and referrals. The point is, every single candidate from what I've seen that's made it this far has someone at the company vouching for them. Obviously, this makes sense. Referrals have always been important to an extent, which is why networking is crucial. However, I have never seen this many referrals in my entire career. And it's because every single person at my agency has so many people in their own personal network that are looking for jobs, especially because of all the layoffs that happened within the last year. So even if you have a referral and you're a great fit for the role, your competition are all the other candidates who are also referrals who also are great fits, if not even more so, because I'm seeing so many people who are honestly overqualified, willing to take a pay cut because they're desperate for a job. Now, the second major thing that I've noticed on not just my own agency, but the agencies that my friends work at who are also hiring, is that the college that you attended is starting to really matter. Look, college prestige has always been a major factor in a lot of high-paying industries like finance or tech, but in the marketing agency world, I am not joking when I tell you that most of the people I've ever worked with in the marketing agency world went to small liberal arts colleges that you've probably never heard of in your entire life. Honestly, if we're going to be real, it's because marketing agencies notoriously pay low salaries. So most students going to a top 10, top 20 university, if they're going to pursue marketing, they're going to end up going in-house at a corporate company like Google. So seeing an influx of applicants from Princeton and Stanford and UChicago, it's very jarring. Okay, this is just a reflection of how bad the job market is because these people are down bad for a job. Naturally, these agencies are going to pick up these candidates because companies want to hire the best of the best, and a lot of the times these candidates are the most talented. So even if you think college prestige is stupid and elitist, and yes, there's plenty of people who went to top universities that are questionable at best, but it really is during times like this where these things matter. Humans are still humans, okay? Humans naturally just want to tie themselves to something that is viewed as worthy. I mean, I swear there's so many companies out there that will hire someone who went to Princeton just so they can say that they have someone who went to Princeton on their team. So at the end of the day, when we have all these amazing candidates in final round interviews who all have equal level and skill, it comes down to vibe. It really ends up coming down to the vibes if we get along. And at least from what I'm seeing, that's why this job market is so brutal, because you can be the perfect candidate with a standout resume who went to Harvard, and at the end of the day, if the person who interviewed before you just has a better fit vibe-wise, personality-wise with the interviewer, they might edge you out.
I keep seeing all these videos about how crazy the job market is. And the job market is really crazy. It's so crazy. Like, I've never been in a situation where I didn't get interviews for probably like 3 months, and then I'll get in an interview and then I won't hear back like at all. Like I didn't know this was happening everywhere, but apparently it is. And it's so crazy because that's exactly why everyone's influencers now. This is why everyone is content creators. Everyone's finding ways to make money outside of having jobs, because these jobs are crazy. Like, they're paying the bare minimum for you to do the absolute most, or it's like, it's just too much. It's too much for too little. You know what I mean? And we could literally make money being on our phones, starting businesses, doing our own thing. And this is what I feel like everyone's just at a point of doing. Like, because the job market is ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, even people that have master's degrees, people that have like all the experience in the world are having trouble out here. But we get on TikTok and we get on Instagram and we be ourselves and we make more than what the freaking jobs will pay us.
Can't be the only person who feels like this. So I'm 30 years old. I'm unemployed. I've been unemployed for 4 months. I literally can't get a job. I've applied to over 150 jobs. I now have negative $4.41 in my savings account because of the monthly service fee that just hit. I don't know when I'm going to get a job. I feel very lost. This feeling of being unemployed and applying to jobs and retailing your resume, getting rejected, and then seeing the job reposted literally 2 weeks later is demoralizing. And remembering that I am still worthy and I am still valuable has been very difficult. I left my last job because it was destroying my mental and physical health. I liked the job, but I just couldn't do it anymore. And so I applied to a new job, and I was going to make the most money I was ever supposed to make in my life. And they laid me off 4 days before I was supposed to start due to company reorganization. And I haven't been able to find a job since. I don't have a Roth IRA. I don't have any type of investment accounts. I don't know if I'll ever own a house. I am married, but we're both children, to be quite honest with you. I live in an apartment that we can no longer afford because I lost my job. Moved down here for the job that laid me off 4 days before I was supposed to start. So when you sign a lease, you just can't get out of it like that. That's not how that works.
Okay, so I just ended a almost 3 month long saga. I was interviewing for a position at a company, and after 2 months, I didn't get it, but then they bait and switched me into interviewing for another role, and so much praise, and they were like, oh, you would be able to define the role, we really want you to do this. I didn't apply for the role, it was a lesser role. I took the meeting, whatever. 3 weeks of silence after they assured me I was getting an offer, and they assured me that they wouldn't waste my time again after they did the first time. 3 weeks of silence. I follow up. We hired someone else. Isn't that crazy? It's like, I've never been turned down for a role I didn't apply for. It's like, you wanted me in this role. And I have over 10 years experience in the combined industries of fabrication, set design, events. I've worked with the biggest brands on the planet. So I'm just saying, it's hard out here. And they're just playing games. Playing games. Personality test, cognitive test, 3 interviews, a 4th interview about a job I didn't even apply for, all just to get rejected. And you have to chase them and beg them for an answer, which I think is so crazy. The least you can do is be communicative. Never did you tell me you were meeting with other people, and you could have just sent me a quick email to one of my many follow-ups. You could have just been like, hey, we're meeting with other people. And then they admitted in the email, here's the really unprofessional part, they said in the email, we were waiting until we finalized the other person to reach out. Why would you even admit that? So unprofessional.
Anyone else unemployed right now? How have people been able to find jobs in these times? I mean, I've been applying on LinkedIn and Indeed, and I've gotten nothing. I've applied to over 400 places, and I've gotten 0 responses, or even interviews. Just finished school, literally driving back from my university right now, spent the last 5 years getting my degree there, and I'm still unemployed. Like, where did I go wrong? Me, is it the job market? Like, I just, nothing's really making sense right now. Honestly, I'm not panicking that much, just because, like, I still have sources of income from, like, remote gigs off SideShift through DoorDash. But it's like, for the rest of the students that aren't doing these type of jobs, like, what are you guys doing right now? I feel bad.
Can we please talk about how most jobs you can be trained for? You really don't need a degree for most jobs, yet these job postings make it completely impossible to even get a job. Aside from being like a doctor, a lawyer, stuff that requires years and years of schooling, most jobs you can be trained for. Most jobs you can easily learn to do. Go get a bachelor's degree for 4 years. Sometimes you don't even get into a career field that you got your degree in. They just want a degree to say that you have a degree. That's one. Second of all, like, if you really look at the job listings and the job duties, so many of these things can be learned. I'm looking at one right now, right? So what you would have to do for this one is to update shipment statuses, file and track claims, coordinate with customer service to resolve small issues, enter and track shipments into some portal. Okay, that's all you need to do. You can easily be trained for that. I have another one, customer support specialist. Answer customers' questions and resolving any issues that they may be facing, identify problem areas, ensure customer satisfaction. This is a remote job. Okay. Easily you can learn to do that. If these companies would just spend at least 2 weeks training their employees, so many people who otherwise wouldn't get a chance or get an opportunity to have this job can change their lives. How are you supposed to get experience if they don't even give you experience? There are no entry-level jobs that actually pay decently. There are no entry-level jobs where you can work your way up and learn. They don't exist. They're asking for years of experience. They're asking for degrees. They're asking for certifications. They're asking for this for an entry-level job. Like, how is that fair? I see people on here with bachelors, with masters, who are like, I still can't get hired. So it's like, really, what is there for like 70% of the population? Like, what are we supposed to do? Like I said, I understand there are some professions where you need a lot of schooling. You need to know what you're doing. Obviously, you're not going to go to a doctor that has no idea what they're doing. I understand that, but that's different. Those are doctors, those are lawyers, those are dentists, those are nurses. Like, even like teaching, all of that is different. I'm just like so like down about it. Like, I literally went to Amazon today for my pre-hire appointment to go work at the warehouse because it's like nothing else. I've been applying to everything else, and it's like nothing. Amazon is like the only place where you can actually go and get hired instantly for obviously warehouse work. But it's like, I don't know, you guys, life is just shit is hard. Times are fucking hard.
As someone who used to get whatever job she applied for, I'm telling you guys, something ain't right. Now I'm not even getting interviews. Like, people really aren't even interviewing. I'm telling you right now, my resume is top notch. I know how to sell myself into a company. Like, I used to study companies when I would apply to them so that I could literally make myself be like, I'm literally going to aid your company, like, hire me. And I'm not kidding, I used to get every job that I ever wanted. I have been applying places higher than my skill set for sure. But even places not, like, I applied to be a bartender somewhere. You guys, a bartender. I've been serving since high school. These jobs won't even give you a call back. They won't even email you back, like nothing. It is so weird out here.
Okay, if you're seeing this video, I need you to listen the F up because I need to know, what are we doing for jobs and careers these days that are paying you over 100K where you're not sitting in an office staring at the computer screen every day, Monday through Friday. Like, to be honest, the job market sucks. We all know that. If you ask me what my dream job is, it's literally not working, but unfortunately that's not possible until I find a rich man and can be a stay-at-home wife. Yeah, I am so over working. I have a degree in marketing and fashion merchandising, but ever since I've graduated, I've just been in the construction industry. I've been in that industry for like 5 years now. I've done inside sales, logistics, and outside sales. And I hate the industry. I want to get into something completely different. I feel like it's so difficult to try to break into a new industry, but
Sales experience is transferable, but it's so tough in this job market, and I just don't even know like what I even want to do. All I know is that I want to do something that's a little more like, I'm gonna say like girly pop and glamorous, because I work in the construction industry and it's literally going to job sites wearing a fucking hard hat and steel toe boots. Like, I'm not trying to do that anymore. So I want something that's like better suited for me and my personality, that pays well, where it's either like a hybrid situation, or you're like fully remote, or you're like out in the field a couple days a week and from home a couple days a week. I don't know. I just don't know what I want to do, and something that pays well, because it's like all these jobs don't pay well. I thought about like medical device sales, but that just seems like they're all about the hustle culture, and like, to be fully transparent, like I don't really want to work for somewhere that's like, oh, the hustle culture. Like, I'm just kind of over that. Like, I just want a job that like what are you guys doing that you actually, I get like a lot of people don't enjoy working, but what are you guys doing that's tolerable, that you don't hate your life every second of the day, that provides good benefits, good pay, and good like work-life balance? I don't even know if that's a possible thing to find these days. I also live in New York, so you think that like there would be a ton of options here, but the job market is just a struggle everywhere, and I need to get out, because I'm so tempted just to quit my job and try to figure it out, but I literally can't do that. So let me know. I'm also like not opposed to going back to school for like a 2-year degree or something, like a degree that I could get from like a community college or like a technical school, to do something like that, like to do something. I don't know. I just want something that is gonna pay $100K at least. And actually, well, not even that. At this point, like, I would be willing to take a pay cut too, if like the option to then make more is there, and quick, if that makes sense. So please let me know what you guys are doing, because I just don't even know. I'm so lost. And I'm literally about to be 30 years old, and I just feel like this is not where I should be.
How are other people with less skills than you and less education, less experience, less qualifications, less requirements, less everything, how are those people getting jobs over you, making more than you, going further than you? It's a little ridiculous to think about. Have you ever sat there and really tried to figure it out, what you could possibly be missing in this job market when you actually fit the job description? Whereas other people who you've seen don't fit at all, don't have your background, don't have the background on the job description, and they're getting positions that you can't even get a call back for. They're not only getting a call back to the interview, they're landing it, they're working it. And they're really not doing that great of a job, but they still have it and they still keep it. And now you're frustrated, thinking that you're just going to have to be stuck in your current position, underpaid and overworked for the rest of forever, because you can't seem to get any information about what you're doing wrong. Let me tell you, this giant job seeker issue is what I address with my clients in one-on-one sessions, because the majority of job seekers have absolutely no clue why they're being stifled in this job market, because they're a high-level candidate. They actually fit the job description. You're applying to all the positions. You put in the applications, you put in the work, you switch your resume around, you make it match the job description, you reach out to recruiters even though they don't respond back to you. You have no clue how that could equal 0 calendar invites, 0 callbacks, 0 interviews. You have no idea. And I'm going to tell you what it is. Literally, you lack clarity. Your marketing strategy lacks clarity. The people that you're trying to sell to don't understand what you're selling to them. And here's the reason why. One of the biggest issues that job seekers who struggle in the job market have is that they do not know how to curate their offer or their skill, their labor, to a specific buyer. They try to hit everything. It's like you're blind trying to hit a moving target. No ableism. You know, it's like you really just cannot see where you're going because you haven't made it very clear yet to yourself. And then how could you then do it outside of yourself to somebody else? You don't really know what your value is or what your offer is to your client, to your customer, to your buyer, to your audience. So you're just trying to get anything. You're applying to a bunch of things. You have a bunch of things in your headline, or looking for work. That doesn't mean anything to anybody. You do not know how to execute your sales strategy. That's the problem. It's because people don't see what you're selling. They don't know what you're selling. They don't know the benefit that they're going to get. Because you're not focusing on their benefits. You're focusing on the, oh my gosh, I need a job because I hate my current one and it doesn't pay me enough. I don't want to stay here forever. And this is awful. And, I'm scared about the layoff. So I'm trying to get out of here quickly. And I don't even like my boss. And you're focusing on yourself when you need to focus on your buyer, what your buyer's going to get, what transformation are they going to get. When you do not execute that well, you let other people who don't even fit the job description get the job over you because they know how to curate the information. They take these tips at Andrew's Writer. They literally get my coaching and they figure out how to beat people like you who do fit the job description, but don't know how to fit the sales strategy the company needs in order to feel comfortable investing in you. And that's your issue and that's your problem. And that is something we can fix one-on-one together, because it really comes to a point in time where you need to just sit there and be like, I'm getting this wrong and I'm wasting money and time every single day that I lose an opportunity, or I apply to a job that I could have got, but I didn't apply to it correctly. That's wasting your time and money, because there are 6-figure remote jobs that you already fit that you could already get. But if you keep doing the exact same thing over and over and over again, just applying and hoping and praying, spray and pray, you're going to be on the job hunt for a very, very, very long time. So no, you do not put every single thing you've ever done on your resume. You do not put every single thing you've ever done in your life, including all the LinkedIn courses and certifications and Coursera's that you got because you didn't think you had any value, all over your resume and LinkedIn, and then apply to a position that is not relevant to the role you want. You change your information to be relevant. Whatever you have that's not relevant, you take it off and you implement creative storytelling. You implement what is relevant so that your buyer will see a benefit in purchasing your product, your service, your labor. You cannot keep doing the thing that you have been doing and then sitting there wondering, oh my God, why am I not getting hired? Because the people who are getting hired over you, who don't have your skill set or talent, they're taking my coaching advice, they're implementing it, and they're landing positions quickly in the exact same job market that you are struggling in. That is how.
I'm so sick and tired of applying to jobs, going through 3-4 interviews just for them to tell me a month later that I didn't get the fucking job. If you're a recruiter, you need to start telling people that they didn't get the job after the first interview at this point. I'm so sick of applying. I've been applying to jobs since fucking April and it's fucking October, and I've gone on, for example, I went on an interview with this company 4 times. It took them a month to tell me that I was not getting the job. I actually had to reach out to them just to see if the position was still open. This is ridiculous. There was another job I did 4 interviews for. I filled out my references and everything just for them to tell me that they went with the internal candidate. Come on. I'm so tired of this job shit. It's getting on my nerves. I'm sick of it. Just kiss my ass at this point.